Hey, this is Hank Thibodeau with Widowmaker Custom Design and Repair. This is my latest build. I call it Miss M8. This build started with a Evo style rigid frame. My goal in wanting to build this bike was to build my first fuel injected Milwaukee 8 motor bike. Some of the unique attributes about this bike is that obviously the frame was not designed for this engine drivetrain at all. The back half of the frame was completely custom made. The pseudo gas tank is custom made. All the electronics are housed inside the pseudo gas tank, as you can see through the portholes. The rear fender is the actual gas tank. The engine's built from a 107 to a 124. Handlebars are made in-house chin fairing. I wanted to give the bike a feel of a road track sport bike, and it comes with a good feel. The unique part in this motorcycle is the fact that this is not the real gas tank. I wanted something that was clean, and I had to hide all the wiring for the bike as it is fuel injected. The best solution I found to that was to make the rear fender the actual gas tank, and all the electrical components be hidden inside of the pseudo gas tank, which came with its own challenges. One, all the sheet metal work in making the pseudo gas tank, speedometer housing, the actual porthole windows themselves, cutting the plexiglass without tearing it up, and then fitting the rear fender with a gas tank itself and making all those lines work within the constraints of the bike itself. One of the challenges in using this frame, particular frame, and I chose this frame originally because I've built several motorcycles off this particular frame, as I like the geometry of the frame. It's 34 degrees of rake. It's 2 inches out in the backbone and 2 inches up in the down tubes. So it gives the bike a good balance and good ride. But with doing that, the frame doesn't fit the engine. So once the engine was fitted into the frame, I decided the bike needed to be longer. So I ended up cutting off the back half of the bike here and re-engineering, redesigning the back half of the bike, and changed it from a 180 tire frame to a 240 tire frame to give the stretched pro street profile of the bike. The seat, I wanted the bike to have a get in the bike and ride type feel. And look, I wanted to have that look that the bike's going 100 miles an hour sitting still. And the best way I felt like to achieve that was to be down in the frame of the bike. With the bike being fuel injected, the challenging part with doing that was having a nice clean look and being able to hide the amount of wiring, or I guess mount's not the right word, or hide, but make it presentable where it's tasteful looking and it wasn't gaudy with using a bunch of plastic ties or anything of that nature. So all the individual little peak lamps, I all handmade all of those to be able to give the bike a good industrial feel and a good clean finish without a bunch of plastic accessories on the bike. Again, my name is Hank Thibodeau with Widowmaker Custom Design and Repair. Come out and support, and I hope to see you guys at the next event with our newest creation, Miss M8.